Lily Communications are what we call a digital transformation specialist. So everything that you would require in an organisation to do with communications or IT or technology or Wi-Fi or data or anything of that nature, yeah, that's what we do. So everything we consume as an organisation, from the IT infrastructure to the needs of an employee, so a customer relationship management platform, the software, the desktop support, the actual hardware itself, that's what Lily Communications provide. We were relocating from Bradford. The business had been there for 8 years. We've been looking for a property for about 3 years, and we were lucky enough to find this place at Global Avenue. It was an empty shell, so obviously required an awful lot of work in a very short space of time. But it was relocating 7 miles away, so it wasn't a huge distance for us. But obviously the business has expanded 35% for the last 4 years. So the need for a bigger space and room to grow was exactly why we moved. We engaged with Nexus the year before. I'd found a previous property, and they came out and the guys specified everything up. They produced drawings for me of how the space would look and gave me lots of ideas in terms of the existing infrastructure that was in that building. And unfortunately that building fell through. Yeah, but the amount of work that they put in and the level of depth that they'd gone into was very impressive. So of course, when we found this building, I did the same thing as I did last time, so invited 3 people in, gave them exactly the same specification, exactly the same spiel, and again, the guys at Nexus, you know, they came back and absolutely wowed us in terms of the level of depth and their knowledge and their ideas and their can-do attitude. That was definitely why we chose them. The only thing that was in here was the air conditioning, the false floor and the ceiling. Everything else was, you know, there was a few carpet tiles around, but that was it. So we had to redesign everything, and you know, the way the guys walked us through the design process, the brief that we gave them, they helped us in terms of the design of the office and the flow of the office. They gave us an awful lot of advice in terms of how best to use the space, and also considered the functionality and the need to grow. You know, we've been in the building for a year and already we've a third more staff. We've already purchased more furniture and moved space around, and it was with the foresight and the brief that I gave them that has actually been very, very easy. You know, a year in trying to add additional desks and add, you know, make room for more people, yeah, it really helped. It was fantastic. Yeah, it was a great experience and very fast. The change to the organisation was instant. Where we came from was very, you know, we were 3 years short of a building, so you can imagine there were almost people sitting on everybody's knee. It was a very cramped space we came from, but we didn't bring anything from the old office, you know, so we kitted it out, absolutely everything from new, so the impact to staff and employees was immense. The guys even came up with a very clever idea of setting a video camera up in the old office, in the new office, and we did almost like a time delay once a day so they could see what was going on, and that really did improve motivation in the business. How will we use it in the future? In comparison to how we used it initially, obviously there's more people, and having lived with it now for a year, I don't think there's a single design concept or idea that I would have changed. We have added other spaces, yeah, so we've added an office for my PA, which we did about 3 months in, and that was just through growth more than anything else. But all of the furniture's worked really, really well, and I have to say the guys who supplied the furniture were excellent. Yeah, they again understood our brief, they understood the look that we were going for, and you know, it was A1. The speed at which they operated, the depth of knowledge and understanding of what we were trying to achieve, it was almost a disappointment when they left. It sounds a bit daft, you know, because we worked so closely to them. You know, there were times when we were still here at 2, the guys were still here at 2 o'clock in the morning because we had such a deadline to get into the building. And there was no stone left unturned. You know, they absolutely bent over backwards to get us in. The guys who worked on the project themselves were very, very flexible, very diligent, very hard working. I think they were all completely goosed by the end of it, if I'm brutally honest. But no, they did you know, I can't thank the guys enough. It was a great experience, and yeah, we're very, very pleased with the outcome.